Alright, thank you.
With teary eyes, Jin felt that he really missed the members' return. BTS will reunite along with. We all know that BTS is more than just a band, they are a family. The bond between the 7 members is so deep that not a day goes by without them thinking about and missing each other. Temporary separations due to military service are part of their journey, but they are never easier. Every time a member has to go west to carry out a national service, there is always one or two members who faithfully accompany them. Even Jin, who had undergone his military training earlier, secretly accompanied the other members even though he was serving as an assistant instructor soldier at that time. It's not just about togetherness but an irreplaceable commitment. BTS has never truly been apart. They may be physically far apart, but their hearts are still one. They're used to looking after each other, strengthening each other, even from a distance. They miss many things, joking around backstage, performing together in front of army, laughing freely without any burden. They miss every second that used to feel ordinary now becomes something very precious. 1 year, 8 months, even 2 years is indeed not a short time, but this wait is full of meaning. From 2022 to 2025, like chapters in the Nelly structure story, they fulfill their commitments one by one. Now, every second towards that togetherness is getting closer. It feels imperceptible, but also so thrilling. It's not just BTS who are waiting, the world is waiting too. Armies from all over the world hold the same hope to see them reunite on stage, sharing music, laughter, and stories that only they can create together. And when that day comes, there will be one song, one vibration, one inexplicable happiness, because BTS is back together as it should be. Never-ending longing BTS' story in the midst of military service. This is not only felt by us as fans. The BTS members themselves also live their life days with hearts that are always connected to each other. Not one of them does not mention the names of other members at every opportunity. Even in his busy schedule, J-Hope always takes the time to talk about BTS. In every live streaming on Weverse after a concert or his own activities, J-Hope always brings up the names of the ones he misses: Seokjin, Yoongi, Namjoon, Jimin, Taehyung, and Jungkook. In every interview, BTS is never absent from his mouth. He once said, "We don't know what it will be like when we get back together, but one thing is for sure, our energy and synergy when we are together again will be extraordinary." We all know that's true. BTS always has a unique flame and enthusiasm when they are together. But behind that enthusiasm, there is an invisible struggle. We don't know fully what they have gone through while serving in the military. Challenging days, erratic sleep, strenuous physical activity, and strict military routines. They all endured them with full responsibility. And amidst the harshness of the military world, they still thought of each other. When one member expresses longing, the other members were swept up in the same emotion. When Jungkook in his live broadcast said how much he missed his youngs, it wasn't just a intense, it was proof that the little things, the simple moments they used to spend together are now the things they miss the most. BTS isn't just a group, not just idols. They are brothers who take care of each other even when they are apart. And every second of that longing is compared to us. We watch, feel it, wait for it, because we know when they return, the world will feel whole again. Jin, the oldest brother, the heart that longs the most. Among the BTS members, the figure who is perhaps the quietest but most deeply misses the warmth of the group is Jin. The oldest, he always shows his love through actions, not words. We know how much Jin cares for his younger siblings. He's not only the oldest member but also like a real big brother who always wants to make sure everything is okay.
그리워요. 확실히 혼자 활동하다 보니까 좀 심심하더라고요. 옆에 정국이 있으면 좀 시비도 걸고 괜히 한번 이렇게 툭툭 쳐보고 원래 이러면서 살았었는데 이제 근처에 멤버가 없고 회사분들밖에 없으니까 회사분들을 툭툭 칠 수는 없잖아요. 네, 그래가지고 우리 멤버들이 좀 많이 그립더라고요.
Since he first entered the military in December 2022, he has never really been far from his 6 younger siblings. And Jeju was scheduled to join the military barracks in April 2023. Jin surprised the public by attending the military training center in his army uniform for one simple but meaningful reason: to see her be off. The moment was very touching. Jin, even though he was on duty, took the time to attend, showing that their closeness would never be diminished by distance or rules. Even in August of the same year, when his other younger siblings also entered military training, Jin stepped in again. One of them was when Suga, RM and V entered training at the same place Jin used to, and Jin was willing to travel about 2 hours from the division where he was assigned just to accompany them and make sure they felt supported. The media did not stay silent. The presence of Jin's official corps at the military training center became wide a topic of conversation. That the time when Suga was arrived at the training center, because no one expected that in the midst of his busy schedule as an insistent instructor, Jin would still be physically and emotionally present for Suga at the training center. Even after basic training was completed, usually lasting 5 weeks, and his placement as a public service soldier was carried out, Jin still made time to get involved. For Suga and Jin, being young is not just a calling, it's a role that he carries out with all his heart. And from all these stories, one thing becomes very clear: Jin doesn't just miss BTS, he takes care of them, quietly, faithfully, with small, meaningfuls.
와우. 매우 자랑스러웠고요. 그 멤버들을 그냥 믿고 있었어요. 알아서 잘 하겠거니. 해서 뭐 이 친구들이 뭘 얼마나 열심히 했는지 사실 잘 모르겠지만 아마 그 친구들도 제가 지금 하고 있는 거 잘 모를 거예요. 그치만 이제 서로를 다 믿고 있으니까 알아서 잘 하겠거니, 자기 취향에 맞겠거니라고 생각해서 그 부분은 크게 터치하지는 않는 것 같아요. 그냥 믿고 있습니다. 각자의 취향대로 맞게 잘 활동을 하고 있는 것 같아요. 저나 그 친구들이나. 우리 멤버들아, 다음에 또 찾아오자.
Taps. We all know Jin isn't just a soldier, he's BTS's silent protector. Even while he's serving in the military, Jin is there for his little brother's most important moment. He escorted J-Hope to his military barracks, wearing his military uniform for the first time in public. He also escorted Suga to his military training center and RM and V to their military barracks where they'll undergo basic training. But the most touching moment was when it was Jimin and Jungkook's turn to join the military. Jin couldn't see them off anymore, but he welcomed them in person to Division 5, where he was assigned. There he served as an assistant instructor, and as a part of his duties, he attended the welcoming ceremony for the trainees. And among the new batches arriving at the Division 5 that day, there were 2 that meant the world to him, Jimin and Jungkook. Jin wasn't just there, he was a place to return to, a place that brought a sense of calm on what must have been his thought first day for his little brothers. In his silence and responsibility, Jin has shown the deepest form of love being there when needed the most. And it's not just Jin who shows such a love. Members too. In every interview, never forgets to mention the member's name, Jin. When he was preparing to release his second solo album, Echo, he said how much he was looking forward to the day when BTS would be back together. He knew that the members would definitely support him from afar, but more than that, Jin wanted them to finish their military service well and with pride.
멤버들이 그리워지네요. 멤버들이 그리워지네요. 만 하다가 이렇게 혼자 하다 보니까 뭔가 좀 힘들고 어려운 느낌들이 조금 있는 것 같은데, 멤버들이 있을 때 어떻게 했는지 모르겠어요. 어쨌든 혼자 여차 잘 하긴 했는데 진짜 잘했는지는 모르겠어요. 무사히 끝나긴 했는데 오늘도 찍으면서 이 멤버들이 또 그리워지는 하루네요. 우리 멤버들 지금쯤 군대에서 아유 우리 진영 열심히 일하고 있을 텐데 응원해줘야 되는데 이러고 있을 텐데 친구들아 나도 응원한단다 파이팅하고 지금 오늘 찍은 멋있는 자켓으로 여러분들을 찾아가도록 하겠습니다. 여러분 뮤비 때 봐요.
솔로 활동을 내가 아직 안 해봐서 잘 모르긴 하겠는데 우리 멤버들한테 얘기를 들어봤을 때 외롭대. 그러니까 항상 우리 멤버들이 같이 있었는데 어쨌든 솔로 활동은 혼자 하게 되는 거니까 외롭다고 하더라고. 그래서 그게 가장 힘들다고 했어. 항상 우리 멤버들이 해주던 게 있는데 나 혼자 한다거나 우리 멤버들 없이 사실 지금 밥 혼자 먹는 것도 외로워. 원래 멤버들이 옆에서 같이 먹었었는데 출근해가지고 밥을 혼자 먹게 되니까 좀 외롭더라고.
이제 서로를 다 믿고 있으니까 알아서 잘 하겠거니 자기 취향에 맞겠거니라고 생각해서 네, 그 부분은 크게 터치하지는 않는 것 같아요. 그냥 믿고 있습니다. 각자의 취향대로 맞게 잘 활동을 하고 있는 것 같아요. 저나 그 친구들이나. 우리 멤버들아 다음에 또 찾아오자.
activities. I realized how precious the members are.
느끼죠. 멤버들의 빈자리가 참 크고 약간 그 먹먹한 게 있는 거. 먹먹한 게 있는 거. 미안합니다. 보고 싶습니다. 나 진짜.
아니 우리 방탄 노래는 BTS 노래는 아직 안 부를래. 왜냐면 이제 같이 부르고 싶기 때문에.
그리고 진짜 이게 그러니까 이게 결국에 혼자 하고 생각이 많아지니까 이게 물론 혼자 해서 자유롭고 좋은 것도 있지만 그냥 이제 그 참 내가 기대던 곳이 있었다는 게 참 새삼스러운 거지. 그게 그 빈자리가 이제 와서 더 크게 느껴지는 것 같아요. 그냥 그 직후에는 잠깐 막 이렇게 자유롭고 해방감도 느끼고 좋았지만 이제는 그런 그 되게 그 응축된 에너지들이 참 그립기도 하고. 근데 그 시절에 저희가 브레이크를 안 밟았으면 다들 많이 힘들었을 거예요. 그래서 어쩔 수 없던 수순이었고, 근데 이렇게 잘 있다가 같이 모이면 또 얼마나 아름다울지를 우리가 생각을 해보면 되게 기대되고 재밌을 것 같아요.
형이 된 7개의 자아가 다시 BTS로 뭉쳤을 때는 어떤 그림이 탄생이 될까가 저도 너무 궁금한 것 같아요. 그래서 정말 6월이 멤버들이 전역하는 그 시점인 6월이 너무 기다려지고 빠르게 뭔가 모여서 다 같이 이야기를 하면서 BTS가 앞으로 할 수 있는 음악은 무엇일까를 이야기를 할 것 같고요. 결국은 굉장히 큰 이 에너지가 표출이 되지 않을까.
구독, 좋아요, 알림 설정. 야, so fun. 오케이, 바이바이.